Okay, we're actually going to take a look at how the word extends work and how the keyword super works as well in classes. Okay, so we have the old person class, but now what if I want to create a new class, teacher, that also takes in a name and age, but it's also going to take in the job argument. How can I do that? And I also want teacher to be able to use the introduce method. Okay. So this is where the extends keywords come in. So class, teacher, extends, and then whatever you extend, that will be the prototype. So person will be the prototype of teacher. So teacher will be the child of person. Okay. So class, teacher, extends person. Inside, we're still going to have the constructor method. Now, we said we wanted name, age, and also job now. Okay. All right. So when you use extends inside of your constructor, the first thing you have to do is you have to call the super method. And we're actually going to call the super method on name and age. Okay. So once again, remember, super, when you call super inside the constructor, that is because it's doing the assignments inside of the constructor for this person. Super allows it so that JavaScript knows that the name and the age argument should properly be assigned to the person constructor instead of the teacher. Okay, so that's what super does. Super calls the parent of your class. So it's not calling the teacher, it's calling the person. Okay, so after super, you want the class of teacher to have a new argument job, right? This is where you assign that this.job is equal to job. So remember, for extends, super has to come first before any this assignment. If we save this, we see no error. If we put the this in front of super, do we get an error? No. But what happens when we try to create one? Const fill is equal to new teacher fill age 33 and job is teacher. Now, once I save it, on the right it says must call super constructor in derived class. Now, derived class is just another word for children, right? Since teacher is the child of person. So we have to call super before we do any this assignments in the constructor. Okay, now it works. If we type in fill, okay, we get the name, the age, and my job as the teacher. Okay. If we do teacher dot underscore underscore proto, and we have to do underscore because this is a class and not technically a constructor. Does that equal to person? True. Okay. So since we use the keyword extends, it makes teacher the child of person. So person is the prototype of teacher. Okay. Let's clear that. Now, let's look at the second way how we can use super. In the methods, let's do work, because teachers work. And I am going to return what? I want to call this method first. So I want to return super dot introduce. Okay. When I type super like this with the dot notation, it's accessing the prototype. So it's accessing person, and then it's going to look at the introduce. So introduce plus, and then so hi, my name is Philip, and I'm this many years old. I'm also a teacher that teaches JavaScript. Okay. All right. Now, if we go on the right and we do fill dot work, see, you see how we get this part? That's from introduce. And then we also get the add-on part. I'm also a JavaScript teacher, right? So once again, there's two ways to use super. If it's inside the constructor, you use it as a function call. You are calling its parent so that the parent can do the this assignments correctly. Okay? In your methods, if you use it with the dot notation, okay, that just means you are accessing the parent class, right? And then from there, you can use dot notation to access the different methods and so on. So remember, two different ways to use super. It's a very special keyword, and you cannot console.log super. Let's try that. Console.log super. Let's see what we get. Uncaught. Super keyword is unexpected here, so you cannot console.log it. It's just one of those weird things, okay? All right, sounds good. Let's move on.